Hey guys, what's up? This is Shinedown, and this is a Magus 1v1 round 3 match. And my opponent here is Flash. He's using his Ice Wizard, and I'm using my Ice Wizard Paul Iceblade. And if you guys have been watching my previous videos, I've been getting very lucky going first in this tournament. In all three of my matches, I have gone first, which isn't a bad thing for me, but I'm just getting lucky doing that. Because usually I don't have very good luck going first. So yeah. So right now it's the beginning of the match and it's pretty boring, so just bear with me here guys, and I'm sorry, but it is a pretty long video. It's about a little over 15 minutes. So I just start off the match just pretty much getting blades on me and getting my minions out there and getting shields up. That's pretty much what the majority of the first half of this match is pretty much just shielding, stealing each other's shields, blading, and using minions for me. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I used a weakness on him because I thought that he would sandstorm, and he did. And I don't think that this was a monstrous sandstorm, so with that weakness it didn't kill my minion, which is always a good thing. So he's gonna have to use 8 pips to kill a 3-pip minion, which is pretty awesome. And I just use a weakness here again, and he does sandstorm again, and that does kill my minion. My minion does get the job done and does get rid of that ice shield, as well as use up 8 of his pips. But I do have another minion in hand, so I just use my my ice minion again. And he uses an infection here, and I just use an ice shield. I mean, just in case he blizzards, but I didn't think he would blizzard because he's using the balance mastery, and I thought that he'd be using a sandstorm as his minion killer. But I mean, might as well be safe. And he doesn't use a sandstorm, he uses a weakness. So there's that. And I just use a sprite just to get off that infection that he put up on me. And also it gets rid of a white pip, which is always good. And he does sandstorm, and it was a monstrous sandstorm this time, so it does kill my minion. So right now I'm just trying to get as much blades on me as possible. So when I eventually combo, I'll have a good supply of ice blades to power my attacks. So I'm just getting blades on me, and I use another ice blade, and he uses a sprite to get off that infection that I put upon him. So I just use a wand here just trying to get off those weakness that he put up on me earlier, and I do that. And he uses an ice shield, I think. Yeah, he uses his ice shield. So I do have max steel wards packed in my deck, so I'm trying to let him be the supply of my ice shields, if that makes sense. And you guys will see throughout this entire video just me and him going back and forth, stealing wards. I mean, it's just back and forth for like 3-4 rounds, just stealing each other's shields. And you guys will see that a few times throughout this video. So I just wanted again just to get off that infection that he put on me earlier, and he's stealing my shields that I stole from him. So I ice blade again, and I don't know, yeah, he uses an infection. So I just use another steel ward, and he steals another shield from me too. Yeah, he steals another shield. So right now we're just pretty much stealing each other's shields, but I go ahead and use a sprite to get off that infection that he put up on me earlier. and he uses another weakness. And like I said, I do have max steel wards in my deck, so right now I'm just stealing his shields that he put up on himself. And I use another ice shield, and right now I'm just trying to get my ice shields up because he is using the balance mastery, but his only balance attack is Sandstorm. So if I have all these ice shields on me, then the only attack that he can hit cleanly would be a Sandstorm. So that's that. And you guys will see later on this match, I will have lots and lots of ice shields on me, like around 6 or 7, maybe even 8 ice shields on me. So he is pretty much not, he can't get a clean hit on me other than Sandstorm. So I just used my reshuffle, and even though I wasn't low on cards, I don't like to have 3 or 4 cards left and then being forced to reshuffle. I like to keep my card count pretty high. And I'm just shielding and blading, and he's doing the same thing. And I use a Sprite here just to get off that infection. And he steals another shield. So that's pretty much what the majority of this match is us stealing each other's shields and blading. But I just used my stun block, and he put a stun block on him earlier because does have a stun spell called Freeze, so neither of us want to get stunned by each other, so we have those stun blocks up on us. And I just wanted to get off that infection that he put up earlier. I mean, to get off that weakness that he put up. And he uses another elemental blade. And so I just minion here again. And he uses another weakness. So I use another weakness, and he doesn't use a monstrous Sandstorm. So with that weakness on him, the Sandstorm does not kill my minion. So again, he's going to have to use 8 pips on my minion to kill my minion, which I summoned out for 3 pips, which is awesome. And I just use a Sprite here to get off that infection that he put up on me earlier. And he just used another Sandstorm to kill my minion, which he does. And I just use another wand to get off that infection. And you guys will see that I'm deleting my blades now, mainly because I figure that I have enough supply of blades on me for now for a combo. So I'm just deleting them in my deck right now. And I just minion again, and he uses another weakness. And I just weakness him again because I've noticed that he has been using non-enchanted Sandstorms the majority of the time to kill my minion. So he's using 8 pips, like I said earlier, to kill a minion that I summoned out for 3 pips. And you guys will see soon in this video how just doing that just completely ruins his pips. And he'll have like 6 white pips, pretty much. So I just ice shield again, and my minion uses Frostcat, getting rid of one of his ice shields, and he uses another Sandstorm. And you guys will see it's pretty much just demolishing his pips, and he's just starting to get white pips here. So I just used an Sprite here to get off that infection that he put up, and yeah, and he uses another ice shield, I think. Yeah. And I was thinking about using a minion here, but I decided not to. But I didn't think that I'd have any use for it soon, so I just used another. So I just deleted that and used my pet. My pet does give excuse me. My pet does give an ice blade, which is pretty awesome. So a frostbite with 3 blades up, and my bubble up will do major damage. So I just steal. So my steel wards are starting to pop up. So right now I'm just stealing his shields like crazy, and he uses an weakness. So he's shielding. I'm stealing those shields, and you guys will see in a second his steel wards will pop up. So we're just gonna be stealing back and forth for 3 or 4 rounds. So he's shielding, and I'm stealing those shields. And he starts to steal my shields here too. So I just use a wand to get off that infection that he put up earlier, and he steals another one of my shields. And I use another steel ward, so we're just pretty much stealing each other's shields back and forth here. And he uses his steel ward. So I use another steel ward. And he uses an ice shield. Actually, no, that was a fire shield. And I'm assuming he put that up in case I used a convert to fire, a convert ice to fire. But because I don't pack those in my deck, but I do have a fire wand, so I could get that off pretty easy. So I don't know really why he put that in his deck. So as you guys can see, I am low on cards in my main deck, but I am preparing to hit right here and use a combo. And I'm pretty much preparing for a combo here, and I'm deleting cards in my side deck, just trying to get everything lined up for my combo that I'm preparing. And I pass here because I was gonna use my bubble, but I wanted a full set of pips before I comboed. So right now I'm just trying to get all my attacks lined up, and I use my Balefrost here. And I figure that I have lots and lots of ice shields on me, so I'm safe from any hit that he uses on me. And so I'm just trying to get my attacks lined up, and I use a Frostbite. And he does have, I think, 4 ice shields on him, but I do have an Ice Elf, so that will get rid of those other 2 shields. So right here, I use an Ice Elf. And you guys saw that doom and gloom, which does it's a minus 75% to all heals. So I put that up. I'm gonna put that up next round. So he pretty much just allows him from getting a clean heal. And his pet does use Sprightly right there, which is really annoying, but I mean it doesn't matter that much. So I put on my doom and gloom here, and that Frostbite tick is doing over 500 around, and he can't shield it because that Ice Elf tick is going around as well. So he's not in a good position at all here, and I use a Sandstorm here because I figure that it's just extra damage, and also that Ice Elf will get rid of that ice shield that he put up earlier. And he uses a weakness. So I was gonna Wyvern, but a one-bladed Wyvern with a weakness wouldn't kill. So I just wand that weakness off. And I figure that he can't really do anything because that Doom and Gloom is up. He's down lots of health. So I use my Frostbite here because he used another Ice Shield. So I use my Frostbite here, and that gets rid of that Ice Shield, and pretty much he can't do anything at this point other than just try and shield and change the bubble. So I get a pip fail here, so I can't Sandstorm, so I just go ahead and Infection, and he does use a Pixie, but the Pixie with that Doom and Gloom up and the Infection only does around 50 health for him. So I get my pips up, and I Wyvern, which hits and it does kill him. So that is good game to you, Matt. Good game to you, Flash. And make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos, and I will see y'all later.